What is up, guys? It's Razor. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. In the previous episode, we explored Osmone Plain. And in this episode, we're going to head through the Garif village. Before we do that, though, let's spend license points, because we have a lot. Whoa, max HP plus 500. That's pretty good. But let's see what else we have. Now let's grab that HP over there first. And then I'll go back over here and grab the other one. Or this one right here. More battle lores for Balthier. I still haven't given Bellius to anybody yet either. I need to give that to somebody. I'll be honest, I don't... Even on the PS2 version, I never use summons. Like, I was just not a fan of them. Like, why use summons when you could just beat down the enemies with your characters quicker? Like, I understand, like, using, like, espers against certain boss battles, but still. I didn't even use them during boss battles. Like I said, I didn't use them at all. Sure, let's grab Tides of Fate. Why not? And then for Ash, she doesn't have a whole lot of points. Got some potion lures though. Those will be helpful. I also have to decide who I want to give Bellius to as well. I think after I'm done spending all my points, I'll figure it out. Yeah, sure, I'll get his other quickening. And then for Ash, Infuse. Blood Sword. Sight Unseen. And then sure, I guess I'll get Battle Lures for Pinello. Even though she casts magic. Crap, I should have got that right there, though. Darn. I'll get it next time. Okay, so I gotta figure out who to give Bellius to real quick. Probably either Vaughn or Bosch. I don't even know if it matters who you give it to. Oh, okay, so certain espers will block certain abilities for certain jobs. So, for Bosch, since he's Bushi and Foe Breaker, Bellius is natural for him to get it. For Foe Breaker, you miss out. Yeah, let's just get Foe Breaker for the Foe Break, or Bellius for the Foe Breaker. And it allows you to get Horology. And then for Bushi, you get Libra. See, as you can tell, here's Libra. It was behind Bellius. And I'll go ahead and learn that, even though I might not ever use it. And that's it for now. And I have the golden amulet on Fran at the moment. And I'll be switching giving her to somebody else later, as usual. But anyway, here you can rent a chocobo. You can also buy a map to Osmone Plains and Jahara. So I'll go ahead and do that. Even though we pretty much fully explored Osmone Plain in the last episode. Alright. So let's talk to this person right here for a cutscene. Or not really a cutscene, but a little dialogue here. So that's the war chief. Alright, so they're going to let us pass. That's good. And we have a lot to sell too, so I definitely want to head by the shops and see what we can buy and see what we can sell and all that stuff. Alright, so we're going to talk to the elders. Alright, so land of the Garif. And speaking of shops, there's a shop right here. Let's sell some stuff. Except for the Great Serpent Skin. Got 27 horns. Got a lot of braid wools as well. They sell for a lot. Turtle shells sell for a lot as well. Wow, I got a lot of iron carapaces. Nice. They sell for quite a decent amount too. Quality hides. Blood wool. Wyvern wing 1800. Arrows, all light. Fury arrows and longbow. Traveler's garb. Traveler's vestment and feathered cap. And then golden garb. Golden helm, golden armor, and golden shield. Nice. Alright, so I got new spells here. Stona, Fyra, and Bleed. Raise the strength for characters that has a full HP, and then they have the magic gloves as well. I'll go ahead and buy those. There we go. They have an ice shield. And there's about 5 new weapons here as well. Miter. Main Gauche, which is actually really good as well. It gives you a lot of evasion. Slasher, gonna equip that on Ballier or Bosch. Very good axe. And then the flame tongue. There we go. So we literally bought everything at the shop. Nice. Alright, so this is old War Chief Kadula. Or Kadalu. Something like that. And this is a Garif Elder right here. Yeah, and some of these people will give you hunts later on in the game. I would meet this great chief. Alright, so let's go meet with the great chief. Meet with the great chief. There's going to be a long cutscene if I'm not mistaken as well.
This nethicite, you have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the Nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield Nethicite.
Cannot wield it. So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the Nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire Nethicite whom the Nethicite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omases. With the blessing of his grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bush told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yugioh, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Larsa joins the party as a guest. And holy crap, he's a lot better this time. Because he'll start chunking out X potions and stuff like that. So that's really good. Here we get a killer bow and a quiver of onion arrows. Alright. Alright. So we can take a chocobo, and we're going to do that too. So I'm not going to end the episode yet. We're going to get to the next save point, and then I'll end the episode. Hire a chocobo. So this is the first time riding a chocobo in the game. I could have gotten one earlier, but... But if you press the X button, you can sprint, but you only have 3 sprints. So you gotta use them sparingly. So I'd recommend using the sprints in like larger zones. Like obviously this zone right here is very small. Like it doesn't take long to get from here to here. Or here to over here. But if it's like a large zone, then it'd be better to use it. There's also footprints, but I'll deal with that later. We gotta come back here anyway. Is that bull croc again? We're right here at the save point anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and dismount. Yeah, and one thing you notice, you don't get the random encounters with a chocobo, just like in the other games. Let Ash get protect on everybody real quick. Not to mention Shell. Nope, that's a hybrid gator. It's actually a... I don't know if it's a rare monster or not. Nope, it's not a rare. Yeah, Larsa's a very good guest. Definitely a welcome addition.
Wow, I'm impressed, Vaughn.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet, never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope for a
him.
future where we can
Not
join
that bad,
hands
am
I got
as
a good
brothers.
feeling.
Larsa, please. This is serious.
I'm sorry.
Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
Your Honor reminds me of Zect 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Zect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so? He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
But could we bear him? Zagabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, A summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vane's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
Alright, and after that cutscene, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I'll talk to this guy right here. Yeah, in the next episode, we'll head through that jungle or forest or whatever. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. And later.